I'm here from Big Brother Watch today to hand in a petition with Reporters Without Borders to the Home Office against the extradition of Julian Assange. The petition has 64,000 signatures. Thank you to everyone who signed it. It's really important that we stop the extradition of Julian Assange to the US. Julian Assange is a journalist, and currently he's facing serious political persecution and jail time, yet more jail time, simply for publishing things that governments would rather the public didn't know. And I think in a democracy, all citizens just want to know the truth. They want to have transparency over their governments. They want to know what their money is being spent on. They certainly want to know when their governments are committing war crimes. And one of the reasons that Julian Assange is facing this persecution is because in the course of his journalism, he has exposed war crime after war crime. And it's atrocious that the person who's paying the price is him. It's not the government's responsible, and it's not the state's responsible. So this is a really, really important moment, not just for Julian and his family, but also for Britain as a country and our democratic record. If we send Julian to a US jail where he could face isolation and effectively torture, it would be a terrible stain on the human rights record of this country. We are supposed to believe in democracy, freedom of the press, and the public's right to know the truth. And for that reason, we should be protecting Julian Assange and not exposing him to this terrible political persecution. It's important for journalists as well and politicians to take this case very, very seriously, because what's at stake is really fundamental principles about freedom of the press. And I think that if a lot of journalists had a scrap of the ingenuity and courage that Julian has had over recent years, they might have done the same as what he did. If they'd come into possession of the enormous state secrets of huge public importance that Wikileaks did, they would have published them. They would have a duty to publish them. Julian Assange has fulfilled his duty to publics around the world by giving people the truth about their government's activities. And for that, he should be congratulated and protected, not persecuted. So for Big Brother Watch, we are going to be involved in this campaign against extraditing Julian Assange. And we will stand alongside groups that represent freedom of the press and human rights, from Reporters Without Borders to Amnesty, in opposing the extradition of Julian Assange.